welcome back to Monster of the Week. And we left off with Skylar Gorsuch's character, Aman Hassan, having to make a very hard decision. And we saw the consequences of that. And now the team has to decide. Do they visit Abba Bashir at the bazaar? Or do they go after Aman's old partner, Khuffu?
I think we should find out more about this magical lamp before we go and hunt it down. And maybe we could also learn about that necklace you found.
I mean, any plan that doesn't require seeing Khuffu again is probably the one that I will do towards.
Yeah, but we're going to have to see that something.
Oh, good. Well, I feel better with you around the very American detective man.
Oh, and before before you do anything, something has just happened. Something has happened, and you guys don't see it. You hear the ambulances going down to the hospital, but you didn't see what happened. But what happened was, there are a couple people you don't know about yet, but one of them is. Let me just be sure that I know what I'm talking about.
This is normal.
Yes.
In Cairo,
Is Rashid Hassan.
Our ambulance service is top
Okay.
notch.
So you didn't visit. You never did visit
Healthcare
the.
sucks in America.
I believe it.
You never did visit the auto shop at the edge of town because you didn't really need your car repaired or anything. You could have, but it's Hassan's Auto Repair and Gas, and it's run by Rashid Hassan and his wife Aisha, and also his brother Abdul. And so earlier that day, when you were out and about, actually the person you're thinking about going to see, Abba Bashir, he'd stopped by to have his car repaired. It's a very nice American car. He's a merchant. He's rich, so he drives this very nice Ferrari. And so, of course, Rashid was talking with his brother Abdul, and he said, "Man, I really wish I had a car like Abba's." And so, I really wish I had a Ferrari like that. And so, of course, later in the day, what happened was he found out he won. You guys don't know any of this, but he won a car in a drawing, in a raffle. Somehow his name got in the raffle accidentally, and he won this Ferrari that was just like that. And so he drove it out. He took it for a test drive, and he got in this horrendous freak accident.
This is the auto shop.
This is the auto shop.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it.
Rashid Hassan. And he
So
got
that
in a
explains
freak.
the third coin, but we wouldn't know that.
Yes, it might.
Or at the very least, we would probably be able to see on our smartphones just that it was him that got in an accident. Like you might see that on the news or something.
Yeah, you hear the ambulance
Social
rushing
media.
away.
Yeah. Whatever the case, we
Okay.
know who and what happened, but we don't know any of
Okay,
the
we don't know any of the
details.
details. Yes.
Yeah,
That
we don't
would
know
be
about the
cool.
wish, but we know that.
Oh dear.
That's
And a
Hassan.
brand new Ferrari.
Ah,
Okay, but you're going to visit Abba Bashir, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Onward.
Okay.
So
So
we're
you
headed
go
off to the bazaar.
So you go to the bazaar, and there are all these shops. I mean, it's just
before
an
we go any
endless
farther,
sea of...
what time is it right now?
It's getting late.
Like, is it still light out? Like,
It's
would it
starting
still
to
be
get
open?
dark. It's dusk.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
We
probably only have limited amount of time to catch Bashar.
Yeah, it looks like the shops are starting to close up a little
We
bit.
must be quick. We must find him. Quickly. I will take you straight to his shop. I've been there many times selling things.
Yeah, I wonder what things.
Well, you haven't been to his shop many times. You haven't heard of him, actually.
Oh.
But shops come and go. So many shops come and go in the bazaar.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But you haven't really heard of him. He seems like he might be a new merchant or newly have opened up his shop, but you don't know. But you know, there are so many to keep track of.
Could I investigate a mystery and try to find?
Which one's his? Yeah.
Yeah.
Could I also try to do
I'll
that as well?
basically ask around. Oh, that's really.
I might not
Yeah.
need to anymore.
That is like,
Oh yes, Abba Bashir. He just
12. Yeah.
I'm just doing like a bunch of different.
He just set up
and
shop.
you're just like.
You know, he hasn't been in the bazaar that long, but he just set up shop. You know, right over there. You can find his booth and his shop. So
Okay.
if you want to go that way, yes. 2 tenths to the.
So is it not that far? Like I feel like we could quickly get there.
You could get there pretty quickly. You know how to navigate Cairo quickly.
Oh yeah. All right. So I will lead them and rush over there
Okay.
quickly. Is it open?
It's open. It looks like he's just closing up.
I'm going to dive in through the tent flaps.
Wait, good.
Wait!
Sir, what can I do for you?
And I land on the
Use
floor
the
and I
goes
grab
again.
my hat and I go.
You are my last customer.
Good.
And
Of
then
the day.
as he says that, 3 other people enter.
I was just
They are
closing up.
with
I
me.
was
They
just
are
closing
American
up.
tourists willing to spend good money. American.
Americans are rich.
American money. Oh,
Yes.
wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Lucky I actually do have that.
Well,
And so I just start like
a blue light dress.
I just start like picking things up off the shelves and kind of like shoving it into their arms to be like, yes, yeah, they're totally buying all these things. You buy these things. You
So
keep them happy.
this shop, this is my humble shop. I have
Why do I need a violin? Seriously.
I have
think
violins.
that's a
I have amulets. I have
This is the
lamps.
world's
I
smallest
have
violin.
rings. I have scimitars. I have anything you
for
could
you.
possibly wish for or imagine.
Do you do, while my associates, the Americans, are looking, can you do kind of assessments of items,
Assessments?
insights, what's the word?
Do you have the item in question?
Yes, I do.
Evaluation.
Evaluations, yes.
Appraisal.
Appraisal, yes, thank you, yes. So many good synonyms here.
Yes.
And I will carefully show him the amulet from earlier. And say, what can you tell me about this?
Well, what do you wish to know?
Does it have any special properties?
So he's. Well, I'm sorry to inform you. He runs his hand over the amulet. Now that you ask that, I'm afraid it doesn't have any special properties. And then he thinks about it and he thinks, well, now that you mention it, it's very interesting. You should wish to know that. Now that you mention it, I suppose you wish that it had special properties. I'm sure you very much wish that it had special properties, right? And you...
I mean, with all the wishing that's been going on, that's like a really big, like, wait a minute. They say, out of curiosity, where have you, you just recently came in town, where did you come from beforehand?
Saudi Arabia.
Did you have a shop there?
I had a shop there, yes, and I've been all over the Middle East. I was in Tehran, Iran, and that was where I was born and grew up. A good friend.
I heard strange things were happening in Tehran, Iran, and Saudi
With the
Arabia.
revolution, yes, the revolution
Some
was...
things that were a little less explainable than military or army related.
What sort of unexplainable things? What sort of rumors?
Oh, just rumors of, some would even say supernatural.
Supernatural. You know, I've worked with all these stuff for years, and I don't believe in any of that supernatural stuff. Don't give me that supernatural, schmoopernatural nonsense.
Have you heard of the strange wishing well that is outside of the Museum of Artifacts? The Cairo Museum?
Well, I heard someone put up a new wishing well, but I don't know about anything
How often
strange.
do people put up wishing wells? It seems
I don't
like
know. I don't
common
know
occurrence
anything
now.
about it.
What do you know about the lamp of Pharaoh Ramses?
Yeah, let's
that
just
he
cut to the chase.
was stolen from the
Oh, yes,
From the
I heard
museum.
about that. The lamp of Pharaoh Ramses V. It's a very interesting artifact.
How so?
I've never seen it. Well, I saw it in the museum at a distance one day, but I've never really had a chance to closely observe it myself, but it's a very unique lamp. It was the Pharaoh's personal lamp. And, of course, as I said, I don't believe in any of the supernatural stuff. But it supposedly could grant wishes to whoever
Like with a
helped.
genie or something.
Some legend like that, some nonsense. But it was, what we do know, is it was a ceremonial lamp that was buried with the Pharaoh and supposedly related to the Pharaoh's curse. Supposedly the Pharaoh summoned this spirit.
Curse?
Oh yes, the Pharaoh's curse. Haven't you heard the story of the Pharaoh's curse?
Yeah, us Americans who just got in, basically, the state.
Well, some patriots surely have heard the story of the Pharaoh's curse.
Well, then how about it for us Americans?
Well, the long and the short of it is that it says when the Pharaoh's tomb is opened, chaos is fated to come and envelop the land. Yes,
Well, that
yes,
sucks.
yes, great chaos and great evil.
That means there are
When
more
someone
bears.
disturbs the tomb of the Pharaoh.
When the tomb of the Pharaoh is disturbed, the spirit of Pharaoh becomes trapped in the body of a monster.
Yes.
Monster, you say?
But anyway, is there anything
I start
else
stroking in my
you'd like to know?
machete.
Is there any items you wish to buy? Is there anything I can do for
What
you?
is the fee? You mentioned you seem very mysterious. You said if you want this to have an extra effect or extra.
What? No.
accurate-
I just meant it seems like you really wish that this item had managed to have some sort of properties, but it doesn't. It's just an ordinary.
If you wish that it had some sort of magical property, what would you wish for?
I don't really go in for that, but if I were to wish that it had a magical property, I suppose I would wish that this idiot would just stop spewing nonsense.
Did anything happen?
He can't talk.
You okay?
I have nothing to say. I'm gonna take a notepad and I'm gonna say,
I knew it's got you.
I knew it. Except I write it probably in Arabic, so you guys.
I could read it.
Yeah.
What was what you said?
I knew it. Just
He says he knows it. What does he know? Do you know what he knows?
I'm going to write.
Wait, he just wished.
Tell us.
Dad,
Yeah.
I do not know. Sometimes I suspect that my friend
What's up?
Amal is not the brightest.
I'm going to write on the notepad. This man is the monster, and I'm going to show it to you.
But do you write in Arabic?
I'm going to show it to you.
This man is a monster.
What kind of accusation is this man making against me?
Well, he just.
I'm simply a poor merchant.
I don't look for any fur sticking out of his clothes or any fangs. Usual signs.
I'm gonna investigate.
Okay, roll investigate.
Can I also try to do the same thing, but I'm going to try to see whether or not there is like any kind of lamp or item around
Okay.
him. And it's an 8 for me, so I get a hold 1.
Okay. So you ask if there's a lamp around?
Yeah, I'm seeing if there's like any indication of magic.
Okay, so you don't. There's a lot of stuff in this shop.
Anything that he's holding
And
specifically.
he's not holding anything. Well, he has a ring on his finger, which is interesting, but it just looks like a cool ring with a blue stone lamp. But anyway, you see all sorts of lamps around, and you see, a lamp with like a ruby, a lamp with an emerald, a lamp with a sapphire, a golden lamp, silver lamps. He has a whole collection of lamps. He has a plain lamp that's just ordinary. He has scimitars of all sorts and shapes and sizes, big scimitars, smaller scimitars, little daggers. And he has rings of various types on shelves. He has necklaces. He has a big wooden spoon.
Yes. Those big wooden spoons.
You mentioned that he has a violin.
Yeah.
Which you saw.
Apparently, no, it's a fiddle. It's apparently.
He has.
But I don't know this because I don't.
Cloaks, turbans. He has just anything you can imagine.
Okay.
I'm going to like really quickly type in a very rough translation, like pull up like a translator app.
So Google Translate, yes.
To English, but obviously it's not going to be fully accurate because, there's the differences in language and whatnot, and it was probably a free app, and I don't have Wi-Fi, so I'm really trying not to use my data.
Well, you're doing this.
Wait. Well, it's just really quick because I'm writing in the notepad what I see on the screen, and I show it to them in English, and then I point at the lamps, but all it says is rub one out.
And he said, if you guys
As
aren't
you
going
show
to,
that one.
if you aren't going to buy anything, my shop is really closed for the night. I
Look
need
at
to
all
close
the
up.
things these rich Americans are holding. See, he has a feeder.
I really need to close up. You can come back tomorrow.
Before he does that, I actually turn over to Sierra and
Do any of these lamps look familiar in your vision thing that you had?
I'm wondering what I need to
You probably should roll.
roll
You probably
for like investigate.
would recognize it, but there are an awful lot of lamps, and so
Okay,
it's confusing to you.
So it'd be investigate history.
You know you're not looking for anything too fancy. It's just a
Okay.
really old-looking.
and there was also his investigation for the fur and stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
and no fur or anything like that. He
So
looks
I
pretty
rolled
ordinary.
a 7. And investigate mystery. 7 through 9 hold 1. So and the 1 hold can be spent there. So yeah.
Wait.
So I guess essentially what is being concealed here
What
with
is
the question
being
Yeah,
concealed?
see
you
if
can't
I am
say
able
it.
to discern which lamp might be the one perhaps that I saw in my vision.
You see, okay. So you can't tell for sure, but you do see a lamp that looks kind of similar. That's an ordinary looking
The one that was playing. Okay.
lamp, yeah. And you think that it looks like the most similar one?
Okay.
Okay. But it's not, you don't know for sure.
No, I didn't see any fur. I'm going to use magic, and I'm going to use the banish a spirit or curse from a person, object, or place it inhabits. To banish the no talkie curse.
You know, okay. You know magic?
I have +1 weird. Plus I have my imp. And
Okay.
also I have one of the things technically it was skill benefits for making the deal with the devil, but
Okay.
it could come from that. 7. So that would be good, but it has a glitch.
Okay. So I'm going to say it works. Oh no, it won't be weakened. It has a problematic side effect.
Okay?
And you're able to talk,
Okay?
but you talk with a hiccup all the time.
Good luck.
Oh, now I have to do the accent and hiccup. This is, oh my gosh, Nicole. This man is very much some sort of monster or otherwise.
Perhaps you should go back to that well and take a drink.
Do not think that would help me out very much.
What's wrong with you?
And while all this is going
I
on,
might as well go back
you're all
to
distracted.
writing.
You're all distracted from him
Yeah,
having the
we're all
hiccup.
looking at him right now. Like,
And so, Abba is gone, and the lamp that you were looking at is gone.
Oh.
Oh no!
can I read a
Where
bad
did he go?
situation right now and try to see if I can't go after him?
You can read a bad situation. I can't promise I'll help you.
I will see what I can do. That's an 8, which means that according to mine, I get a hold 1.
Okay.
So my question would be, what is the best way to track him? Well, actually, that's another thing that I do have. Once I've seen somebody as my relentless tracker ability, I can't lose them. I can always find them. So, can I find out which way he went?
Once you get where someone is. Well, the thing with Abba is, you think you go and you see where he should have gone, and are trying to figure out where he went, and then the tracks they vanish. They're gone. At a dead end of an alley. He's just gone. You don't see any track. You don't know what happened. And you're very confused because you're such a good tracker, and it just irritates you.
This is not a good day.
You're telling me.
Stop that.
I can't. We should go back to the whale. Just for a moment.
Yeah, you need a drink of water. Let's go.
Yes. We go back to the well, and I'm going to throw the coin in and say, I wish that my hiccups were gone.
Ooh. Hold on, I have to think about how to do this.
With no...
No, hold on. That was a little bit of too much delay. You're not going to give me...
Okay, but I'll just let you think of a way to take advantage of saying I don't want hiccups anymore.
Okay. So... You don't...
I'll drink my cider in a weird way that actually gives me hiccups.
You don't have the hiccups, but you have this really uncomfortable feeling in your chest, like you want to hiccup, but you can't hiccup. And that's the most annoying thing. It's just completely stuck.
It's a weird congestion.
You're having heartburn right now.
Oh gosh. Oh. Don't worry, it is fixed.
And it's kind of hard to breathe even. I mean, just a little bit.
I'll just pause it for a moment now, then I'll do this a little bit. Oh boy. I mean, you'll get some
okay.
like aspirin or Tylenol maybe.
And also, okay, so you don't know this, but, oh no, you do know this. Okay, so you're at the wishing well, and you don't know this woman, but she happens to be Rashid Hassan's wife, Aisha.
Oh.
And she says, Rashid, what's going to happen to us? I need you, Rashid. We're buried in debt. We can't afford all the cost of the auto shop, and you took out so many loans, and we can't afford the medical expenses. We just started our business, and now you're in a coma, and you might be dying, and I just wish that you would wake up, or you would just die already.
Oh no.
And so she casts.
What have you done, woman?
You can't speak. You have heartburn.
Okay, so she casts.
She wished her husband had died.
Yeah, exactly.
Done, woman.
Cast their wish into a wishing well. Yeah.
Apparently, it's just open wishing though.
Just wake up! I just wish you'd wake up, please.
Now as a zombie.
Yeah. Oh,
Jeez.
Okay.
There's gonna be an added monster into this one.
Uh,
I'm going to simply cringe.
oh.
I'm gonna
Are they
simply
returning?
cringe. Is she attractive?
She
How
looks
old is she?
attractive, but she doesn't have a very attractive personality. She's kind of she's like
She's
late
poisonous.
30s, early 40s. She has a really sharp face. She just looks, I mean, she's attractive, but in that sort of, the sort of way.
Yeah. I'm going to approach her and I'm saying, excuse me, ma'am. If your husband does indeed die as you have sort of wished him to do so, here's my card. Please
Roll charm.
Oh, okay.
I would like to, at this moment in time.
Perfect.
Oh.
Yes, to a 14.
Every time.
So she kind of, okay, this is going to be creepy and weird for you. So she kind
Go for
of,
it.
she
I
kind of
touches all.
touches your heart and
I
she
brush
says,
her face.
really, you're such a kind gentleman. I would very much, in this time of hardship, I need a strong man. I need someone who I can rely on, someone who, and she just sidles up close to you. Can you be that sort of man? Take care of me, and
This turned out bad. I'm
I
going to
flip a
brush
co-
her
I-
face and I'm going to say,
she just
for but a
leans
night,
in.
I could be that man.
Here, I'm gonna flip a
Really
coin
nice.
into there at this moment in time because I just can't take any more of this.
You're
And
doing what?
I'm flipping a coin in there, like one of my quarters, and I'm just like,
I wish this woman would just be next to her husband and enjoy the presence of being with him and realize how poisonous she really is.
She's gonna take
And,
Oh,
and
man.
end up being actually a better
Hate
person because of it.
herself.
So out of nowhere, a wasp lands on well, it lands on you, Skylar. She says, on your face, and she says, "Oh dear, let me help you with that." And she swats it, and so you both get stung by this. She tries
That's
to swat at it.
impossible. It can only sting one person.
No, she tries to swat at it. She misses. It stings you,
Why does it sting
and
me?
then it stings her.
It can. Oh, I guess it's a wasp. It can sting
Yeah.
more than one person.
Yeah.
its,
and then
its
it-
guts doesn't come out.
And then it
Sure.
stings her several times, and she has this allergy, this really severe allergy, and she starts.
I see where this is going. That's brilliant.
That's fine by me.
And I'm gonna go. Oh my gosh! And I'm gonna call 911, and the hospital, and the ambulance comes and takes her
and
away.
takes her
Yeah.
away, yeah.
I got it. I got it. I saw what you were getting at there. And now they're gonna take her to the hospital to be with her husband.
Yeah.
And you wonder if you have a little bit of an allergy breaking out. You're like,
Well,
oh,
okay,
sure.
here's the thing. I try not to play myself, like, perfectly in my own games. In real life, I would definitely die from something like that. Because I do have an allergy. But in this game, I don't think Amon would necessarily have
Okay.
a bee or wasp venom allergy.
He shrugs it off
For
a little
that
bit.
sole reason. It would hurt, because being stung by a wasp is even worse
Oh,
than
that's
a bee.
horrible. Mm-hmm.
Well, finally we got some.
So you just have this big
peace.
wasp thing on your
Sure.
face next to you.
I will try to use a magic to cure my wasp bite.
Fair enough. It probably won't be magic, but
8, which I think is basically what I got again. So again, it works, but it has a glitch.
okay. So
So go, oh, son of a bitch! Ah! My face!
so you put
I
this.
don't know.
I mean, technically the hospital showed up. I bet they could probably given me some.
Yeah, so they gave you some medicine. Yeah, so they gave you some sort of medicine for
I'm
it,
just trying to
and
speed it along.
and
I
it
guess.
doesn't hurt as much,
Yeah.
but it kind of your face swelled up a little. Your face
Well,
looks
just at least one side.
It reaches
one
into
side,
my-
and you're talking funny a little bit too.
Ah! It hurts so bad.
I reach into my pouch
Mhm.
of
I think this
the,
is better.
the bones of
Oh.
dead pharaohs, and I pull out some dust and I spit into my hand and I make a paste. I
Oh.
slap it on your face.
Is that gonna be a help?
It's going to heal you. The power of Ra would imbue you to heal your wounds.
Where did you guys get all this pharaoh substance?
So,
That's the one thing I never was able to figure out while I was part of your cult, is where you were getting all these pharaoh bones.
Just to help speed it along, I'm gonna throw in another coin at
Yes.
this moment in time.
This is just getting annoying and long. I wish we had that lamp that Khuffu had just stolen, so that it is now presently here with us. As though
We need to like start writing this
Okay.
stuff
Wait,
out.
I'm not done yet. I was still in the middle of speaking.
You've reached the character limit.
yeah, that probably is.
without any ill will towards us, and he doesn't know we did it.
And one coin then.
It's much shorter if you were speaking in Arabic.
Okay,
Oh,
so you
Arabic
might have
words
been
are
able
long.
to put that in. But, okay, here, Abba just pops up out of nowhere with the lamp and he says, "You think you can outfool me in my own game?"
I'm not fooling nobody.
Oh,
Just want to get done with this.
he just has this lamp, so he's there and he's angry and he casts a fireball.
Oh, yes, fireball.
And you guys, I guess the game is up. You have to ruin my fun just when I'm getting started, you stupid Americans. So he throws a fireball.
Wasn't expecting that.
Well, you asked for it.
I kind of literally asked for it. To some extent.
This is in the middle, like right in front of the museum.
I'm
in front of
Yeah.
all these people.
And this is
It's like midnight right now.
I'm
So
assuming
like,
the wasp thing is healed.
How
What
close
was the
is
negative
it?
on that stuff?
So it's kind of.
I split off from everybody
Yeah,
It's
because
just
I'm
kind of
the.
a little swollen. Oh, you split off from everybody.
Yeah, because I went back to the well because I was just getting sick and tired of like not getting anywhere, and I still hadn't killed. I hadn't gotten
So it's
like when I came for it.
So it just hits you.
Yeah, okay. And so what does it
3
do?
harm.
Oh my gosh.
I am going to use my first luck and ignore all of that. I'm like,
Oh, you don't realize I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
and at that moment, like, after dodging that fireball out of the way, I pull out this really high-tech looking compound bow where like the gears on the side that are holding it together are like lit up, and it just looks like it's gonna be nasty. And I would like to kick some ass if I may.
Okay, roll for it.
Okay.
I found they roll better when you really like give them some time.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Oh,
Yes, it
Oh,
does.
dang.
That's a 12.
Well, the 12 plus doesn't give you anything except.
Yeah, but I get the
that's
10. I get the 10.
Yeah.
But he also gets an added effect.
Yes. Hold on. Do I get it?
Do extra damage. Suffer less harm, but you already. Well, I guess that would apply to the next.
So when he appeared, is he like floating above me?
But you have 3 luck, right? You guys all have 3 luck.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're gonna have 3. Okay, then I'll
I was
just.
gonna ask.
How much
that
do you think you
earlier.
have?
I don't know.
I think
So-
we're doing.
I totally forgot to ask though.
Okay, so I have 2 left. But anyway, so when he appeared, is he floating above me? Is he right next to me? Is he
He's
like?
hovering. He's casting a fireball from a distance.
So he's hovering.
Yeah. He's
Okay, then with my trick shot that I'm doing right now, and with my 10 plus, what I would like to do is I would like to hit him right in his shoulder to make him get off balance to bring him to the ground.
Okay, yeah. You can
I want to force him to where I want.
Okay, and he's doing 3 harm right back at you, though. You know that.
Yeah, but I'm not unstable yet.
Okay, that's good.
So you force away.
And how much harm do you do?
I do with that one. It's 2.
Okay, so you do 2 harm and you knock him to the ground. And you meddler, you.
No, I'm just a tester. Let's see how well we can work this bow.
Did it seem like it hurt him?
2. Hold on, it did 2. Actually, no, it did not.
At all, or?
It just barely. It seemed like it almost could have hurt him. I mean, at least temporarily, but it just like glanced. It just glanced off.
Sure.
But I hit him still in just a way
You
so
hit
that
him, yeah, because
so that
you
he
did
falls
hit
to the
him.
ground.
So you hit him in a way that he's knocked off balance. He doesn't like topple to the ground, but he's just like his concentration is broken for flying, at least.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't take any damage.
I'm going to activate Abdul, and then I'll tell him what I want him to do after I attempt that.
And there will be one more thing that I'll do after this.
Luck. Oh no, I won't. That's pretty dang good. That is 11.
Okay, what do you want him to do?
I'm going to say go back to the shop and bring me something from the shop to fight with.
So so you rolled really high,
Uh-huh.
but I've been wanting to do this for a while. Abdul says, Master, I really wish I didn't have to do that. I really wish that you wouldn't make me do that, because he can see. First of all, Abdul is able to see the genie for what he is.
Sure.
And he, he's under your control, but he doesn't really like being under your control. And so he knows the genie can
I've given him things like candies
help him.
and stuff.
Yeah, but he doesn't like being a servant, really.
Sure.
So so at that moment, you feel that he's just free to do what he.
The shackles fall off.
Master, I am
Well,
free.
but he is. It's not so much that he was like stuck to me. He's like part of a stone. Like it's an artifact, and I guess he's like part of that artifact.
I think he comes out of the artifact, and the artifact
This
just
is
like
true.
breaks,
Okay,
and it
okay.
just cracks. So he's like free.
Okay.
Now I am free to be with the other spirits. We believe that you humans should not trap a spirit so cruel. You humans.
And I said, but we had good times. We've worked together. It was never so much trapped. I always left you
We
out
were
on
never
my shoulder.
equals. We were never equals.
You were equals. I always had you out on my shoulder. I never sent you into the stone.
Never sent him into the Pokeball.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Is this true that you never?
Yeah, no, I always had him. Throughout this whole thing, I've had him on my shoulder. Just he's invisible to the
Look,
normal.
okay, I just want to be equals and free. I like you. I like
I
you.
do. I love you, Abdul.
I love you. I like
So
you.
much.
I don't even know his
I
name.
love
You don't
Ahmed.
know what you're messing with this genie. If I were you, I would get out and I would just not piss him off anymore. Just don't mess with him, okay?
Oh, you go ahead. I'll think of a response. Unless you're.
I was gonna say I can. One of my abilities
One more
is
thing.
old black magic, so I can use my magic to investigate a mystery, and so
Okay.
I would like to do that to ask a question. To
Okay, yeah.
Learn more about the genie.
And there's actually something that I also have at the same time, which is Experience Huntsman, which is where I can actually try to find out what that weakness that we haven't figured out yet is after seeing that glance off. So
Okay.
we both can probably do that.
Okay. All right, so I'm reaching into my pouch and.
These are such good dice.
Yeah. You do your thing
I
first.
swear these must be rigged or something. Jeez.
It must be.
All right, so I got 10, which I can use for investigate mystery. 10 pluses I can hold 2, so I can actually ask 2 questions.
Okay.
2 questions. Great.
So my first question is, what can hurt it?
Well, okay. So you know this mystery of genies, and you know that they're very powerful beings that generally aren't viewed as being able to be hurt. Now you know that they can't really be hurt by it, but permanently, but you know that in legend, they're temporarily at least hurt by silver, and sometimes in some legends by cold iron. But you know that really, in all the legends, what's common is that they don't want to go back in their land, that you can't necessarily kill them, but they do not want to go back in their land. That seems to be something they're terrified of.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm talking to Abdul, and I'm like, look, my friend, you have never been trapped in the stone. This is no change. We continue working together as allies. If you do not wish to fight this genie with me, if I am killed by the genie, then you find somebody else to be your friend, your ally, whatever the case. But help me now, and if we kill the genie, I'm sure there's plenty spoils for both of us. I can get you many more candied bananas, as I know you.
Candied bananas, those are delicious.
Just run back to his shop, grab me something. He's here. He can't hurt
Grab
me.
you what?
I
What?
don't
What
care.
is
Something I can fight with. Do you know where the genie is? Do you know how
He
they work?
runs
You're from that kind of the spirit.
the spirit world. Yes, you can't fight this thing, I tell you, but
There
I
must be a
will.
way.
I will help you in your quest. Oh, the only thing you can do is get him back in his lamp. But I don't know enough about how to do that. He's powerful.
Can you determine if an item is magical or not?
I will run back to the shop.
Okay.
And he just starts running away.
He flies. He's got little wings.
Okay, he starts flying away.
Can I
Yes.
ask my second question?
Yes.
All right, so my second question is, what is the genie going to do? What's his goal?
So the
What does he
genie wants, you know that jinn rely on causing trouble, causing chaos. They're not hateful or well, they're kind of spiteful, but they look on humans as lesser, and they're angry at being trapped, and they just want to cause as much trouble as they can with their wishes. So they'll grant wishes, but they'll turn them as bad as they can turn them, essentially.
As we've seen.
Yeah.
As we've seen, yes.
The monkey paw thing.
So then, as my second question draws to a close, the power of Ra leaves you.
Okay, and as you guys are doing this, you see these 2 mummies
Oh. Balls.
shambling. I mean, they're not exactly mummies, but they're wrapped in
Yeah.
cloth from the hospital. Yeah, they could easily be mistaken for mummies.
I think one of them I put there also.
You might be right.
You recognize one of them, Amon?
They look not very alive. I mean, they look sort of alive.
I try to
but they're
avoid
not.
making any comments.
And Abba just grins maliciously. Well, it looks like some of my wishes have come to fruition. Have fun, guys. And he just starts flying off.
Are they shambling towards us?
They're shambling toward you while he's flying off.
Before we finish up everything, I did have one more question.
Yeah.
Actually, I technically had 2 questions, but the first question would have been that I would have asked would have been the same one that she started with. What was the weakness?
Yeah, and you saw that from, like, he clutched onto the lamp really tightly when you hit him in the shoulder. Like, he's not going to drop that thing or let it go.
So, but the lamp is in his hand, right?
Yeah, he has it.
So the other thing would be, where does he store? Like, does it seem like there is a place that he would let it go? Like back at the shop, something like that.
Yeah, he would let it go in his lair where he feels like it's protected. He's maybe not now. He's probably moved his lair, but if you could find where his lair is, he would keep it there, protect it in some way.
Well, he's gone now. I got a place here. Let's get away from these mummies. Let's get out of here.
Okay, so can you? I guess you have to roll act under pressure to see if you can get away, or roll. Let me see what you should roll.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, act under pressure would be it.
You all have to roll.
9.
Oh, boy.
Nope.
You're just too excited. You want to kill things.
Yeah.
So everyone else is getting out of there and running. You're the guy who says, "Let's get out of here."
And I tell him where my place is, and I stand there with my machete, and I'm like,
Hello, sweetheart.
And our worst outcome or our decision we have to make is, do we want to leave him behind with the mummies or should we stay and help him?
Yes.
Alright.
And I think I won't. Yeah, I won't make them too tough. I'll just use the regular. Okay, that works. Okay. So
maybe we could do that next time.
So Rashid comes up to you and is shambling toward you and is just trying to grab you by the throat and slams you up against, well, you're by the wishing well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Slams you up against the well and is trying to, like, drown you almost. Tries to push you in. Oh,
Wow, this is a full well.
and so
Just
you seem scared and you're taking 2 harm, but we'll come back next time to see what happens.